Welcome to Run the Layers. I am your host, Creative Bobby, and on this first episode of this new show that I created just so I could create that graphic because I thought it was cool. I like Run the Jewels, I like Run the Layers, that's pretty clever. I'm a graphic designer for a living, so I love logos in particular. Like I love to design with meaning and with purpose. So in this video series, I kind of want to take the time to kind of break down some of the logos and kind of get in and kind of let you know like what all the layers, you know, figuratively and literally, that are involved in making what you see. First up, we have this beauty over here. This year I participated in fantasy football. Cool. Because usually when I try to say that, I say Final Fantasy. This was my first year doing fantasy football. And actually, I was on Twitter one day and I saw that some other designers also participate in fantasy football. And some of these designers actually created whole logos for their team and created graphics announcing who's starting, who they're putting in their starting lineup. So of course I go, and then turns into this. Now, coming up with creative names is somewhat of a forte of mine. It's just something that I like to do that, you know, this is just fun for me. So I'm thinking, what's gonna be my fantasy football, you know, team? What's my franchise's identity? I selected Stroll City Strivers. Now, strolling is a form of synchronized dance, synchronized movement and steps that is popularized in fraternities and sororities. I am in a fraternity, Kappa Kappa Psi, National Honor Band Fraternity Incorporated, KK Psi. Strive, you know, comes from Kappa Kappa Psi. Our motto is strive for the highest. All of that worked together to come up with that name. But then with the name had to come the actual visual. So with the visual, I actually took my own picture of me doing a K, as we call it, you know, strolling. And then I actually went to Illustrator and then broke it down to where I illustrated it in that program to where I got the basic features that I wanted. Then I kind of added my own flair that wasn't on the original picture. So I wanted that to be like the mascot. Designing a mascot logo in general presents a challenge for me. I usually like to create more minimalistic symbol type brands. I don't consider myself particularly talented at drawing, but I can, you know, make do when I need to. So the pen tool and I went through the photo and created the vectors of the most essential parts. And I chose the various shades of blue to kind of highlight certain features and shadows. I posted the initial version on the Makers of Sport Slack community for feedback. You know, who better to get feedback from, you know, for my fictional franchise's branding than designers who actually work in actual school athletic departments and for professional teams. You know, I was told that my word mark needed more weight, so I revisited the text and chose a new font and then kind of altered it some way to give it a little bit more personality. Now, I tried this at first, but it seemed just a little too distracting. Like, I didn't want that much attention to be brought to it. Plus, I thought that'd be kind of too much, you know, in conjunction with the logo that I made. So I thought it might be, you know, not quite right. But then I came to this, and that is what I wanted. Huge salute to Brandon Moore, whose Starbucks coffee, genius, branding that I saw on his social media kind of inspired this whole project. And I love logos like this to kind of like you infuse all of this story, you infuse all these references, and you put it all together to one big pot, and it informs your design decisions, and you come up with something that is really cool, that you really enjoy, and that you can actually use. So thanks for watching, thanks for checking me out. I plan on doing, you know, more of these, kind of giving kind of breakdown, being kind of behind the layers, kind of getting down to what, you know, what all goes into creating some of the logos that you see. Keep watching, subscribe, follow me on my social media. Boom. And yeah, see you next time.